it's time to do a self haircut. Now, I recommend to start off by wetting your hair, like actually wetting it like that. Usually, I'll start with the top of the hair, but I'm not gonna cut myself from the top. So, usually, I'll just go from the middle, set your length, go all the way pretty much to the back, and then just connect with the sides and go from there. Let's pretend we're done cutting the top. So push everything forward. You are going to split the hair at the recession point. Usually you're just aiming for whatever hairs just lay flat already, and the ones that go that way shouldn't be bending or fighting to go that way, but I think that's pretty clean. So now you're gonna do the same thing to the other side. Now I always think it's good to start by cleaning up the C-cup, whatever hairs are sticking here. Use your clipper and your comb to kind of clean that up a little bit. Brush it all down, get all those little hairs. Start from here and connect from the bottom, and there you go. And then same thing behind the ears. Just clean up there. I'm doing a low taper, so I'm gonna keep it pretty low. The guideline. Slap on the one on your clipper. I usually go about 2 fingers up from where I started the guideline. Just getting my guideline with just the lever open, which you're gonna go up about a finger, and slap on your one again. Connect any of the little dark spots between both of those. So on top of that, a 2 open. Now, always brush down. Close it if you feel like there's little spots still. And try to erase it. Don't be scared to close the lever and, go a little up, you gotta do what you gotta do to blend it in, you know what I mean? And if that doesn't work, go on to the 1.5. Use whatever guards you gotta use. Don't just follow one set of guards and skip a few, to blend in this bottom line. Close your lever halfway, and then just pretty much go halfway of where you went that full finger. Now close it up a notch. Don't go all the way close, just close it up a little bit, first, and then whatever that didn't get, you go in with the lever closed. Now we're gonna throw in the 1.5 just for details on this area right here. Now get your wide comb. All those little hairs that are just kind of laying over the face. Now you're gonna come with your trimmer and well, first obviously brush all the little hairs down behind here. Set your line, follow that line, and go around the ear with the corners only. You see little lines here on the bottom line, just kind of pick at it with the corner of your trimmer. To set your guideline for the back, just pretty much keep it at the height of the ear kind of, or a little lower if that's how you want it. you know, connect. But then, you know, if you need to move the mirror a little bit to see better, one open, about 2 fingers. I like to use a 3, you know, go pretty high, kind of just flicking out off the head. Then under that with the 2. Close it. Then, you know, whatever the 2 doesn't get, 1.5. Put the lever open, about a finger. Now for my hair, I'm gonna skip the 1 closed because I know it won't get rid of all like the hair, like it won't connect it fully. So I'll just start with my half open, which is basically a 1, just slightly closer than 1 close. You know, go little by little, middle. If it's not getting rid of it, close it. Now slap the 1 open again. Just connect those little. Now for the very bottom line, halfway. Close it up a notch. Use your corners. You know, touch up any little details that you notice with whatever guards you've used. Here are the results of the self haircut. You know, honestly, it's all just about practice. You know, gotta try shit out in order to really like become good at it. If you don't try, you're not gonna do it. So you're not gonna be able to do it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, it's nothing crazy either, but at least you're saving yourself the money and still make it look decent, you know? I guess.